Alright, I'm in the Pilot's Handbook of Aeronautical Knowledge. I'm in Chapter 12. This will be 12-4, Service Outlets. Service outlets are government or private facilities that provide aviation weather services. Several different government agencies, including the FAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the NOAA, and the NWS, work in conjunction with private aviation companies to provide different means of accessing weather information. Automated Flight Service Stations, the AFSS. The AFSS is the primary source for pre-flight weather information. A pre-flight weather briefing from an AFSS can be obtained 24 hours a day by calling 1-800-WX-BRIEF from almost anywhere in the United States. In areas not serviced by the AFSS, NWS facilities may provide pilot weather briefings. Telephone numbers for the NWS facilities and additional numbers for AFS can be found in the Airport Facility Directory, AFD, or in the United States government section of the telephone book. The AFSS also provides in-flight weather briefing services as well as scheduled and unscheduled weather broadcasts. An AFSS may also furnish weather advisories to flights within an AFSS region of authority. Transcribed Information Briefing Service, TIBS. The Transcribed Information Briefing Service, TIBS, is a service prepared and disseminated by a selected AFSS. It provides continuous telephone recordings and meteorological and aeronautical information. Specifically, TIBS provides area and route briefings, airspace and procedures, and special announcements. It is designed to be the preliminary briefing tool and is not intended to replace a standard briefing from a FSS specialist. TIBS service is available 24 hours a day and is updated when conditions change, but it can only be accessed by a touchstone phone. The phone numbers for TIBS service are listed in the A/FD Airport Facility Directory. Direct User Access Terminal Service, DUATS. The Direct User Access Terminal Service, DUATS, which is funded by the FAA, allows any pilot with a current medical certificate to access weather information and file a flight plan via computer. Two methods of access are available to connect with DUATS. The first is via the internet at http://duats.com. The second method requires a modern and a communication program supplied by the DUATS provider. To access weather information and file a flight plan by this method, pilots use a toll-free telephone number to connect the user's computer directly to a DUATS computer. The current vendors of DUATS service and the associated phone numbers are listed in Chapter 7, Safety of Flight, of the Aeronautical Information Manual. En route flight advisory service, the EFAS. A service specifically designed to provide timely en route weather information upon pilot request is known as the En route flight advisory service, the EFAS, or Flight Watch. EFAS provides a pilot with weather advisories tailored to the type of flight, route, and cruising altitude. EFAS can be one of the best sources for current weather information along the route of flight. A pilot can usually contact an EFAS specialist from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. anywhere in the conterminous United States and Puerto Rico. The common EFAS frequency is 122.0. It is established for pilots of aircraft flying 5,000 feet above ground level AGL and 17,500 feet mean sea level MSL. Hazardous In-Flight Weather Advisory, the HIWAS. Hazardous In-Flight Weather Advisory, HIWAS, is a national program for broadcasting hazardous weather information continuously over selected navigation aids, NAV-aids. Their broadcast includes advisories such as AirMet, SIGMETs, convective SIGMETs, and urgent PREP. These broadcasts are only a summary of the information, and pilots should contact the FSS or EFAS for detailed information. NAV-aids that have HIWAS capability are depicted on sectional charts with an H in the upper right corner of the identification box. Alright. Transcribed Weather Broadcast, T-Web, Alaska only. Equipment is provided in Alaska by which meteorological and aeronautical data are recorded on tapes and broadcast continuously over selected low or medium frequency, LMF. Low or medium frequency, and very high frequency, VHF. Omnidirectional Radio Range Navigation Systems, VOR facilities. Broadcasts are made from a series of individual tape recordings, and changes as they occur are transcribed onto the tapes. The information varies depending on the type of equipment available. Generally, the broadcast contains a summary of adverse conditions, surface weather observations, PREPs, and a density altitude statement, if applicable. Add the description of the broadcast facility. Recordings may also include synopsis, winds, aloft forecast, en route and terminal forecast data, and radar reports. At selected locations, telephone access to T-Web has been provided. Tels-T-Web. Telephone numbers for this service are found in the Supplement Alaska AFD. These broadcasts are made available primarily for pre-flight and in-flight planning, and as such should not be considered as a substitute for special provided pre-flight briefings. We'll hold off there. That was 12-4 and 12-5. That was your service elements. See ya.